Dear esteemed guests from the local government and the diplomatic bodies, dear colleagues from the university, from the Women for Cyber, and all the other guests, it's a great honor for being here. And just listening to the previous speeches, I just started to think that I need to tell you a story, the story of cybersecurity of Hungary. That, of course, that can be a long story because it started more than 20 years ago. But long story short, I try to summarize you why I think that this course is very important for you and for everyone else who is working in the government, in the public sector. Well, my university, the Ludovika University of Public Service, is a very special university. We are teaching military, law enforcement, diplomats, public servants. We are directly under the Prime Minister's office, so we are not a regular university like the other universities in Hungary. We are serving our country, we are serving our nation, and we are teaching those who will protect our national security. And we can clearly see that why cybersecurity is getting much more important in the last 10 years and why it is a national security issue. Let's start with law enforcement. 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago, we started with a convention called Budapest Convention on Cybercrimes in 2001. And the first cybercrime unit was set up in Hungary in 2003. Last year, the Hungarian police needed to recruit 300 more law enforcement officers to somehow somehow fight against online frauds, because it's getting one of the major crime in Hungary nowadays. 20 years ago, at my university, some military officers, started to think that how electronic warfare can be changed to cyber warfare. In 2019, the Hungarian Cyber Command was set up, and now they are actively engaged as part of the NATO in the ongoing conflicts. In 2001, me, as a young engineer studying engineering at the Budapest University of Technology and Economics, started an elective subject in information security. There was only one subject in that sense. Now we have 3 master programs in Hungary, one for technology, one for the public service, and from this year we will have another master program for the law experts. And as I didn't think in 2001 that once I will be a PhD in military technology sciences and I will teach the public servants, I thought that I will be a regular engineer. But in 2007, there was a cyber attack against Estonia, and I started to think on that, what can an engineer do in such case when the national security is in danger? And I realized that nothing. Without the right representatives and the right understanding of the public servants, of those who are representing the military, the law enforcement, and the politics, the CVD, the public service, those who can have the orders, those who can have the directions towards the engineers, we cannot protect our nations. Unfortunately, you don't have 20 years to build up your capacities. That is the bad news. The good news is that there are a lot of experiences in the European Union how a good and effective cyber defense can be built up in a nation. And in 2019, when we started and when we defined this course, the cybersecurity for non-technician experts, our initial thought was that we have to give the basic knowledge in 3 days, what it is possible to those who are representing the nations, to understand then what is the problem, how they should be engaged with cybersecurity, with the engineers. So hopefully these 3 days you will get at least the basics. But if you have time and if you have interest, if you have the goal, you can learn way much more on cybersecurity at this university, or if you're interested at our university, because we will have a cybersecurity master program in English language from the next year. Because we all think that cybersecurity, without cybersecurity, the nations, our citizens, cannot be protected. So I really hope that you will get a fruitful insight on cybersecurity in the forthcoming 3 days. And thank you very much for hosting this event. And I have to tell you, because I see a lot of ladies, and the Women for Cyber is also a part of these organizations, our master programs has 1/3 of female students. So it's also an open space for the ladies as well. So, yep, we will do whatever we can do, and hopefully you will enjoy and learn a lot. Thank you very much for your attention.